Hey all, and Happy New Year? Oh, it's near the end of January. Well, SpaghettiOs, this is the December Q&A for the HellfireComms Patreon. Well, let's just get on with it, shall we? Our first question comes from Ronald D ranking. A lot of awesome content to start off HFC in 2019. That would be Spider-Man, PS4, and a bit of Sonic Chronicles. Well, it was continued from December, but still. Any other surprises for later in the year? Well, it's hardly a surprise now, but you can look forward to Helldragon and I doing Kingdom Hearts 3 sometime in March. It might not be at the start, because obviously I have to record the footage, but it will be in March. Obviously we have the Retrophon to raise money for Child's Play. That was moved back, so that will also be around March now. And yeah, like a lot of playthroughs, tons of Patreon content. I'm working hard to get through the backlog here, so everything people are paid for will be done. I'm like Ringo in that one episode of Simpsons. They took the time to write to me, and I'm going to get through all of them. So yeah, stay tuned, because you know, surprises can come from anywhere and from any place, I suppose. So stay tuned for that, my friend. Thank you for your question. Next question comes to us from Shadow Reaper. Who would win in a fight? Japanese Spider-Man or Cyclone Joker? I know, Cyclone Joker, pretty rad. But Japanese Spider-Man has Leopardon, and he's also the emissary from Hell. So, ooh, it would be close, but I'm gonna have to give this one to Spider-Man, because I'm not sure if Kamen Rider would even exist without Japanese Spider-Man. Although, that might be more Super Sentai than Kamen Rider. I forget how it goes, but yeah, that's my answer. Spider-Man. And he better fucking be in Spider-Man PS4 2. Needs a better name, but you get what I'm saying here. Thank you, Shadow Reaper, for your question. Next question is from Cruel12. Hello Tom, as a follow-up to last month's question, what was your fave gift you got from Christmas? Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Looking forward to World of Light and Man of Spiders. Oh, this question is outdated, and that's my fault. I would say my favourite Christmas gift I got was actually Katamari Damacy Reroll. I got it, I played it, I loved it. I completed it twice, because it's a short game and it's very addicting to try and get your Katamari bigger in each mission. It never actually came out, the original version, in Europe, and I was surprised at that, because I swear I remember seeing it in the stores next to Shadow of the Colossus for the PS2 and so on, but maybe I was seeing We Love Katamari? I'm not sure if that one came out in Europe either, but yeah, that's my answer for you, Cruel, and you can look forward to a playthrough of Katamari Damacy Reroll coming very soon at the time of this video uploading, actually. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you, mate. Let's hope I get the next December's Q&A out on time, yeah? Alright, thank you. Next question comes to us from Jake Vidya. What is it about the story of KH3 that has you excited the most? Do you want to see how the cast has grown after all the years of adventuring? Just want closure to this decade-long saga, Disney crossover fanfics, or something else? I think my interest lies somewhere in the middle. Yeah, I want to see how the cast has grown, but I also want closure, you know? And I also want to see the characters that I've followed for so long get out of it okay, if that makes sense. Like, obviously, yeah, it would be more impactful if some of them didn't make it out, and I haven't read spoilers or anything, so I don't know this, but yeah, it's closure, I think, because I'll be with KH no matter what. Like, I'm a KH fan for life, but this saga needs to close, and I think this game should do it justice, so closure is the word for this, you know? But if we're talking about like crossover fanfics, hell, I've seen some shit that'll blow your mind about KH3, so yeah, definitely looking forward to the fan service and whatnot. Thank you, Jake, for your question. Next question comes to us from GamerGuy287. What is the origin of the channel name HellfireComms? Oh, GamerGuy, I go back and forth on this quite a bit, but if I had to like reach into my heart and pull out a Heartless that will somehow give you the question without destroying the world, I guess. Back in the day, when I was about 14 or 15, I forget my exact age, but I got Mario Kart Double Dash with like a PAL GameCube for my birthday, and I had 3 mates over, and we were basically doing 2 versus 2 Grand Prix and so on, and me and my mate Harry were doing a team that I called Darkfire, and I wrote on a piece of paper, and I was like, oh, look at this, it's a sick cart and whatnot. So that's where the fire part comes from. And I guess after working with Helldragon for a bit, and us not having really a name for what we did, I'm like, hey, how about HellfireComms? And I'm sure he was like, that's stupid. But I was like, no, HellfireComms, it's rad, and it just kind of stuck. So the Hell part basically comes from Helldragon, and the Fire part comes from an old Mario Kart Double Dash team I made up in the spur of the moment. So really it's a bunch of bullshit, you know? So, HellfireComms, ooh, it's a stupid name. Thank you, Gamer Guy, for your question. Nocturne Primigenie asks, what's a food/recipe that you know of that you can't resist making? Does tea count? Take 1 tea bag, put it in milk, add boiling water, put in a few sweetener tablets. Boom, done. I'm not a very good cook, honestly. I really should work on that. But, hey, if it's frozen, I can put it in a microwave, or I can cook it. So, hey, basic life skills, hey! But yeah, I definitely want to get more into cooking and whatnot, so sorry I can't really answer this question, but, hopefully that gives you a bit of insight to what kind of man-child I am. So thank you, Doctor, for your question. And our last question for December of 2018 comes to us from Mauricio Cuervo in the Kingdom Hearts franchise. What is your favourite and least favourite design for Heartless, Nobody, Unversed, and Dreamier enemies? Ooh, I may have to fudge some of these, Mauricio, because I can't remember all of these like enemy lists off the top of my head. But for Heartless, my favourite is definitely the Invisibles. You know, the devil-looking guys with the swords. My least favourite Heartless, that is kind of tough, honestly. Whew. Design. I can think of like some of my least favourite in terms of fighting them, like the witches and whatnot, who like disappear and reappear constantly. But their design is like fairly decent. I don't have a least favourite Heartless, honestly. Least favourite Nobody. Any of the random ones that are just like feet or spears and whatnot, because they're just whatever. You know, favourite Nobody would, let's see. I guess it would have to be either the Samurai Nobodies or the Twilight Fawn, definitely. Unversed, gonna have to go with the guard armor looking motherfucker, and I guess the ones that throw like wind at you and whatnot. I forget their name. It's on the tip of my tongue. They're really fucking annoying and they attack from a distance. So yeah, favorite, whatever the guard armor looking guy is that you fight in Radiant Garden. Least favorite Unversed, the ones that look like plant rabbits or whatever. Dream Eaters, T-Rex and Meow Wow for my favorite. Least favorite, anything that just annoys me, really. I can't think of a worse design for that. They all blur together for me. So yeah, hopefully that helps, Mauricio. You can always ask me for further input, I guess, because I know you will, whether or not I ask. That's just the kind of cool guy you are, babe. So thank you for your question. And that'll do it for December's Q&A. Ooh, I better get started on requesting questions for January 2019's one. Oh boy, ooh. Well, the Disney Fund is over at the time of recording, at least in terms of me recording footage with Richie and editing and whatnot, so I'm going full steam ahead with playthroughs and Patreon content, so expect less dilly-dallying in future, unless I just decide to be an end-tom, so yeah, thank you guys so much for your support in 2018, and I hope to have it going forward, and I hope to earn it going forward in 2019. See you next time. Bye-bye.